communication wire time. So if this is working, the winds are hitting at about 14 miles an hour, so it'd be near impossible to use the microphone out of my camera. So I'm using one of these little mics. Setting up the communication wire here, and what we have is the grounding. So these are all shielded wires, and right now I'm just tying the strands of wire, the shielding, out of both these strands. One is communication for the AC Smart, and one is controlling the indoor heads. And right now I'm just taking the ground, twisting the two grounds together, putting them in an eyelet, so they'll go to this ground point right here. That's your shielding for your wires. And I wasn't here when Sparky was here, and I told him what to do, and he did not follow instructions. So what do you see wrong here, looking inside here? This is 460 volts. This is 460 volts running parallel and wrong, and running with my communication wires, all my data wires and everything like that. I specifically opened up the book and left it here and actually showed him, don't run your wires parallel through my data and communication wires. Run them over and come up completely away. And what does he do? He literally tucks them in and ties them and runs them through my data and communication wires. So I'll have to take this apart, run it down separate and away from any communication wires. I handed him a lug to put on here. You know, the big copper brass lugs that take the big crimping tool for crimping? I said, use these lugs for this. And what does he use? He uses little cheap eyelets, and he doesn't even use a crimper. If you could look really closely on there, I don't know if you could see the marks or not, but he used a pair of channel locks or a pair of needle nose pliers, and I could see the little marks from the plier that is inside there. They're not even crimped down properly. If you look at them real close, they're just flattened. And I bet you if I take off the screw and I start tugging on them, they won't be that tight. But yeah, walk away for a minute from Sparky and he'll take the path of least resistance. So that has to get redone. This is the same Sparky who put 0.15 amp fuses in a 15 amp fuse place and kept wondering why they were blowing. My son found that problem, not me, but there was a lot of smoke going on that day. And then from the AC Smart, every one of our units are color coded. So this unit here is a blue wire. This unit here is a green wire. It's not too difficult. And our communication, our AC Smart, is the white wire. And then that's getting daisy chained and jump starred right to the other communication wire over here. That will be added to this. This is live right now, it's running. If you're putting many of these systems together, let's see if I could get if you're putting many of these systems, I highly recommend on a big job, when you're putting like 10, 15, 20, 30 of these, use different color wires. Get yourself 6, 7, 8, 10 different colors of wires. Gang them in pipes that are separate, and keep your wires completely separate, because especially if you have multiple guys working on a job or you got to send guys back out there. The last thing you want to do is be asking questions and calling up back, where are all the wires? Where are they going? We can't trace them out because they're all white, or they're all green, or they're all blue. On all your communications, have a code. Like when we put up here, it says indoor unit B, indoor unit A. So our color code, we use a color code to this. Anything that has a B is always black. So if we have anything, and if they have to be joined together and daisy chained or star linked or something like that, on all our units we follow the same letter color combination if we can throughout all our units. And when you're working with a team member, a group, everybody gets trained the same to use the same color for the same numbers or the same letters. so there's no differential going on throughout your company with different employees using different color wires on different things. Sometimes you'll come across an oddball thing. If you come across something oddball, put a marker on it, color code it, do something to let the next guy know. That's it for now, just getting communication. This is the one I just finished up downstairs. I showed you it was like 15 microns in this system, and I will be charging this up, I hope by late tonight. Still finishing up the wire and the communication. We're trying to get the other big dehumidifier working. It's a 500 pint dehumidifier. There's 2 of them inside this place, and my responsibility is to get this unit up and running. I wanted to get it filled by tonight and running by tomorrow. Let's see if I could pull that off. It's 3 o'clock right now, and 57 degrees with a constant wind hitting me, and that's why I'm using the lapel mic and not the camera mic. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me. It'd be so windy up here. The phones just can't take the wind. That's it. Just a little thing here and some Sparky corrections. He always likes to muck me up on my jobs and make me redo his work, and I have to literally babysit them. Next time I have a electrical company come over, I'm going to bring over a box of diapers and baby bottles. All right guys, I'll see you later. Bye.